you have any idea how hard it is to animate at this company? We just finished Attack on Titan, and now they got us doing a movie for people who take baths standing up. We were given 4 months to make the last movie, and now we have until 4 weeks ago. We out here getting paid in bells and bucks. My landlord is hitting Batista bombs on my door as we speak. We deserve more time, more pay, more respect.
After Dagon uses domain expansion infinite saturation, maybe just a little more, Megumi taps in, tossing Maki the coolest weapon in the series. It's just a shame anybody who pulls this weapon in battle is pretty much doomed to fail. Luckily for them, someone's finally arrived to break the curse. Dear Neptune, that's awful. The man who left it all behind. The man who gave the honored one a lobotomy. The man who sold his only child for a used band-aid and a mustard binder foot job. You gotta respect the hustle. Toji emerges from the hole, obviously ignoring his son, grabs the nunchucks from Maki and is like, "Gimme, no, give it. You're so needed!" Dagon's just staring this guy down, thinking he's easy pickings, not a lick of cursed energy to his name. And I'm not gonna lie, it basically got me whacked. Thou didst divide the sea by thy strength. Thou brackest the heads of the dragons in the waters. I am aware of the heavenly restriction, but it's still insane to me how the character with zero cursed energy is out here abusing the entire JJK roster more than my aunt abuses heroin. I guess I shouldn't be that surprised. After all, this is the same dude who beat Geto so bad he became the Grand Wizard of the JJK, the Jujutsu Klansman.
Motherfucking ape! I'ma talk some sense into you, ape! What is your problem? Why you hating on me?
Just look at him maneuvering through the water like it's Jesus in the flesh, back from the dead, ready to run up the charges. He might not be able to turn water into wine, but he can damn sure make it red. And after brutally punishing Dagon and his associates for 3 straight business days, on the 3rd day, Dagon realized he couldn't compete. Let them curse it who cursed the day, and he will kill the dragon that lives in a pineapple under the sea. And after hitting him with the loop-de-loop and pull, he puts the sticks together, praise the Lord, and starts sharpening them hoes. I used the chucks to sharpen the chucks type beat. No communion wafer, I'll have your circle crossed out. Dagon tries to dip, but this man pole vaults somehow, stabs him through the head, and let's just say, Dagon got crossed out. All these Jesus bars and I'll still never be able to top this. Let him keep his cheese. Alls I'm saying is not one of them tried drawing a sea bear circle.
Holy shit, I wonder if I could get that strong. Maybe if I got his haircut.
When the fuck? And while Toji and Megumi are finally doing some father-son bonding, Jogo taps in, looks at Dagon's carcass, and is like,
nice call.
Nanami! I'll avenge you! He's coming. Jogo rushes to find some of Geto's children trying to draw out Sukuna, and even though they pretty much have the same goal in resurrecting him, Jogo lights him up on sight and plans to bring Sukuna into the mix by force-feeding his suckhole 10 fingers at once so Yuji won't be able to adapt. And while he's 10 knuckles deep, he turns back to the girls and is like, I don't like being touched. My fault, gang. There was a spider. We'll start with you. What want? There's this meanie doo-doo head with magnificent hair. He's grounded us from watching the Fork in the Toaster challenge. We need him gone. Hey, what's that? Made ya look. Sister! Sister, no! Sister! No! No, please! Oh, come on. I didn't hit her that hard. Sakura! And just for good measure. Damn, couldn't even get my good side. Next. I don't want shit. The kid will be out for a while. I say go nuts. Name. Jogo. Listen here, Jimmy. Touch me. Say what? Look, man, I got my own shit to worry about. But I'll make you a deal. You land even a single hit, I'm all yours. In what regard? Doesn't matter. You won't live to know. Meanwhile, Toji out here making up for all the ass whoopings he missed. The hand-to-hand combat in this season has been amazing. I wouldn't say it's groundbreaking choreography, but the animators have done a fantastic job. Even the rabbits wanted to get some licks in, especially this one. You would have thought this was Usagi from TMNT before the anabolics. He got Megumi running for safety. This man can't go 2 episodes without getting absolutely moidled. This leads to them squaring off in a random alley, and Megumi ends up taking the stab but fails the quick time event. And in that moment, Toji finally realized, hey, are you a Zenin or are you a Fushiguro? Fushiguro gang all the way. Attaboy. This man sold his son for gambling money, killed a middle schooler and 2 special grades in less than a day, came back from the dead and proceeded to murk the elderly, become PETA's biggest op, beat his son, and off himself without elaborating. Best character in JJK? Try best character in fiction. I don't know what happened, but I'm about ready to just die. Hi, Squeety. Toji is easily one of the best characters in the series. I was not expecting him to come back at all. And even after all that fight was just the appetizer. When a fight starts with the movie aspect ratio, you already know shit's about to get wild. And the saddest part is the fact that Jogo is actually really strong, but for whatever reason just keeps getting set up with the strongest characters in the story. And believe me, he tried. He was pulling out everything in his arsenal, but we are only in season 2 and your boy Sukuna has already gotten fingered like 15 times. It was over before it started. You've got me fucked up sideways in the middle of autumn if you think I'm a continue fighting someone pulling these faces in the fade. He even did him the same way Iron Man did the Hulk. You're like a sentient pregnancy test. Everything about your face just takes the piss out of me. Jimmy, come on, Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. They're gonna burn this place to the ground. Let's get out of here!
If I stand so incredibly still, there's no way he can see me. I wonder how pandas do it.
Y'all must have forgotten who runs this bitch. The meteor doesn't dismiss you. I dismiss you. Wait for it. Dismissed! I got him. I got him. Huh? Impressive, might I say. I love what you've done with the place. I respect the effort, but I've had enough of the foreplay. Fire? Since when was that one of your powers? I don't know. Since when did I become a mother? Cause apparently I've got to teach my son what real fuego looks like. And since I'm feeling honorable, I'll give you a Viking's death. You don't mean? That's right. I'm talking Agni Kai. Right here. Right now. I lost. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're strong. You really mean it?
No.
This is how my white ass feels eating the mild chicken at Wild Wings. The spiciest thing I've ever had was water with lemon. It is downright bizarre how Sukuna was the only one to put respect on Jogo's name. Megumi's still bleeding out on the pavement, and in the end he decides there's no way he's going out without taking this blonde twink with them dirty ass backwoods wranglers with him. In case you don't know, Megumi's technique is the 10 shadows, giving him the ability to summon 10 different Shikigami. So far we've only been shown about 6, but throughout the entire series, Megumi has tried time and time again to pull his strongest shadow even without taming all 10. This is like if Ben tried to pull Alien X before we ever saw Stankfloat. And not only that, unless this thing is defeated in battle, Megumi will die once the opponent is killed. And the person he finally gets to put it up against is this. That is hilarious. Keep in mind, he was willing to pull this thing on Todo. It's not his fault he's a basic bitch. I haven't seen an anime character this suicidal since Reiner. This dude could have went slit for slit with Prime Eminem. Dog legit had a plan A and then a last resort with nothing in between. With the Tueto I thumbin. He could have pulled this out on Sukuna, the special grades, or even his dad, but he looked at this unidentified organism and went, yeah, this the one. And just like that pussy ass bitch Jack Doherty, he summons an even bigger entity to put the kibosh on the scuffle.
Make him know pain, Maharaga.
Wait, it was just a goof, it was just a prank. Please be gentle! As satisfying as that would be, unfortunately, he gets saved by Sukuna because apparently his technique involves miracles or some bullshit. And because Sukuna still has the hots for Megumi, he decides to square off with Mahoraga right then and there. They both get launched into buildings and Sukuna, no joke, walks out with a drink and some popcorn.
Oh, it's kettle corn. I swear to God, the people who keep this on shelves deserve to die.
These are small details, but I really like how even without the tats, Sukuna still isn't identical to Yuji, and the fact the blue on his outfit has pretty much turned black. This entire fight is pretty much just Sukuna and Mahoraga seeing how much they can bring down Japan's GDP and infrastructure, because the amount of property damage and innocent lives that were lost in this fight would make you think Zack Snyder snuck into the studio at some point. The body count would be enough to send James A. Janice into anaphylactic shock. These poor people's homes and businesses, they gonna have to call 800-588. Basically, the way Mahoraga works is he can adapt to pretty much everything, forcing Sukuna to use his domain. If Megumi were to have successfully pulled this earlier in the story, Sukuna along with Yuji probably would have gotten one-shotted. Sukuna's just about had the funnest night he's had since the Renaissance era, but alas, all good things must come to an end as he opens his domain, Malevolent Kitchen. Its powers that of adaptation, simply cutting it would do no good. In that case, I'll do what was done to the brat by overwhelming its body with enough heat all at once. Even it won't be able to accommodate. Cursed speech technique. Dracula flow.
Shorty chose to be with a demon sounds like her problem to me.
Oh wait, it's copyrighted. Alright, we'll have to improvise. Like classified documents, we move in secrecy. I'm moving in a manner of the utmost peculiar. We smoke in them Gooch Goblin Gazoon tights. On them Bronze Age Rockefeller ricochets. My money longer than KSI forehead. Bag deeper than a mating press. Chain so big I'm anchored. All my homies touch people. Spun the block like a GED. I'm drowning harder than Matthew Perry. I'm on that prehistoric Unga Bunga mammoth pill in a state of must. I'm moving like the Grinch. My dog keep a stick. We smoking hoo hash. I pop whatever I can find, not because I'm a gremlin, but because I can't read. The Pythagorean theorem is a liberal lie. Smoking Hillshire shaboing boings. I'm losing my marbles. I'm literally Dracula. She feel this stake in her chest. I beat off while in cryostasis. They can't hold me. Blade'll split you in four like the Terria clan. Bromo automaton reefer dragonfly infused pus. Imported from Golgotha. The burner knows nosy how it's up in your grill. Tasmanian knuckle draggers left me in purgatory. Twice baked Vietnamese traffic cone had me playing air piano. They said I was anti-materialistic. Truth is, I carry that anti-material. These MCs my sons, yet still haggle for features. They payin' me support. Heater to his top, that pussy sweatin', no Paltrow candle. Moving like Bond, 0 bands, 0 ass, 7 counts of public lollygagging. Just an ounce? What am I, chopped liver? Huffing 40-day aged barnacle glands from a Komoda mason jar. Misaligned my chakra. This Tula clip leave his wig split. Hit a lick and split. Lickety split. She do a split with the stick. We be rabbits. Got so high, wound up in Jumanji, finger blasting Mother Nature's squirt chalice, cutting through tropical vegetation, looking for the clitoris. I'm the fairy godparent to these rappers. Mix that green and pink and it grant my wish.
Dinkleberg!
Step into me is illogical. I got the schematics to sliced bread. I once touched myself watching Charlotte's Web. Motherfuckers bugging in for what? I'm the one who running this shit. I need me a bitch with normal human features. I'm a fiend. I'm flashing my brights at the short bus in broad daylight. Bitch so bad I wrung her gym leggings into a plastic bottle. Then started douching myself. I photobombed my own mugshot. Copped an extended clip off Google. Call that Chrome extension. That shit better be laced. I'm hitting burnouts outside of Baskin Robbins. Robin Hood shit, we bask in the ice. I'm itching for the fix. I'm off loud hearing shit in 1080p. This sticker bush got me reaching for the sheriff's pistol. My money incalculable. I don't got that many fingers. I hit a PR at the custody hearing. Wrist so cold I had it amputated. just to put it on more ice. So much nut in my socks, I'm walking with steel toes. If Rax was a synonym for cum socks, I'd be a goddamn mobile hotspot. Off my prescription, I'm caressing the dome lights during the family road trip. Tried setting the time on the Omnitrix. My chromosomes look like train tracks. I think about my own death a lot. Bloody in the cut, I'm dropping more cartridges than the Atari landfill. Putting squares in the dirt. Virtual Boy, I'm seeing red. I'm spanging for some Skrilla. My bitch look like Joe Dirt. I sold a bitch crack, robbed her for it, then sold it back to her wearing an elaborate disguise. Whipped her discharge into a despicable consistency. I put that shit on toast. Bitch gave me cerebellum. I'm up in her duodenum. Koopalings, I roll with the shells. Heater left them dry to the bone. And yo bitch pipe's about to go missing. I'm rolling spliffs from the ass shavings of a Bulgarian transsexual. I'm breaching containment. Special needs hollow purple haze got me looking in 6 directions. We smoking Sakuna fingers. I got ops at Smurf Village. So much blue in my hands they thought I was Gargamel. Lawanda, the stick gon' lift him. I call the plug doof. He got the perkinator. I know what we're gonna do today. Every bar is a lie. I've never held a strap in my life. I'm iron deficient. I don't do jack shit but jack my shit. Ate out a bitch that had 40 abortions. Pussy got me hearing the souls of the damned. I'm fucked up in the crib making love to a bacon panini, humming Turkish marching music. We moving bricks with a flux capacitor zip tied to a 2010 Ford Bronco. I sold crack tomorrow.
Call me Homer, 'cause you simp, son.
This shit ain't nothing to me, man.
Let's go. Yeah, W prank. Yeah, my followers are gonna love this.
I never said you could move. Looks like time's up. Hey, little bro, you gotta see this. My fault, I've had that show on the mind recently. Unblock me, you fat bastard. Okay, but like, imagine if Maharaga didn't vanish after killing the twink. With Gojo sealed, who else could have stopped him? I mean, if you really think about it, Sukuna's the hero. He saved Japan. He's a sweetheart. I'll admit, playing the opening theme here felt incredibly out of place. That is, until I looked at it from Sukuna's perspective. Probably in his head watching him suffer like... Either way, Yuji heard that good shit playing and tightened up real fast. He must have seen that Gojo tampon video. This fandom is out of control. I can see why Gege keeps killing characters off. I'd hate y'all too. Turns out Nanami lived getting Salamanca'd by Jogo and starts imagining what it would be like if his life didn't fucking suck. Long walks on the beach in a full suit with no curses to be seen. Nanami, still barely clinging to his life, spends his final moments slaughtering an entire horde of curses, only for freak-ass Mahito to whisper in his ear like, I know you like it from behind. I ain't forget how you and the pink one put me in a devil's three-way. It was like the Boston cream party in my pants. And now you're gonna participate in my fetish.
I'll take a 12-inch and I'll inflate it to 11-inch. That way it can take a lot of abuse.
I can't hear you!
Where is he going? Dog got no distance. Mahito segregates the subway and then pulls out the foreskin curse just so he can give Yuji this dope-ass scar. Mahito realized that only added to his swag and then proceeded to basically hit the do-si-do on Junpei's grave. Imagine, if you will, your arch nemesis killing one of your senseis in front of you and then proceed to start dissing your homie that he turned into Godzilla's son. Killing him isn't enough at that point. I'd have to fuck him. You know, for dominance. Ooh, I love tight spaces. Huh. They walk out the curse with eye contact so strong it slows time, and Mahito immediately ups the glick. His aim is ass though, he's too focused on getting into Yuji's rectum. X marks the G spot. Alright, I think I'm good.
Going down. Come on, Yuji. Get freaky with me.
We then come to learn Mahito split himself in two a while back, and now the clone is face to face with Nobara. And after the absolutely abysmal display she put on last time, I'm happy to report not only was she able to hold her own, but she even crucified his noggin, giving Yuji the opening he needed to cut loose. That is my favorite combo he's ever pulled off. That extended middle finger has altered the neurons in my brain. I cannot imagine how bad that shit hurt. You can see the IP Man inspiration in this entire sequence. Mahito been catching too many bodies. About time he caught these hands too. At this point, you would think this is where Mahito finally gets his comeuppance. But what if I told you his Shibuya run is only in the second quarter? The clone scurries off, leading Nobara to Yuji, and you would think at this moment the two would collide and go all out.
Raw.
Like I said in the last video, once that flashback kicks in, you already know it's a done deal. Killing a main trio character this soon into the story straight off the heels of another body is some vile work, to say the least. People say JJK could have benefited from filler, and as much as I believe people still would have given it shit for doing that, I can't really disagree with how little the characters are allowed to just interact. I thought the flashback about Gojo's bougie moist global shirt was cute, but I'm sorry, I think I'm alone in how much I hate this Nobara flashback. I was so goddamn bored. The only memorable part for me is Nobara as a kid playing Smash Bros. Legend says she could have went pro until she took her first shower. Oh look, another character Gege introduces and then we'll never bring up again.
Word around the office is you've got a fat cock.
Yes, I do.
The only good thing about this flashback to me is the end where it calls back to season 1, but overall this death very much just feels like shock value. She would have been more useful than the students from Kyoto. Their collective strength is equal to 1 Toto. Zero difference. It's like having prime Michael Jordan and Air Bud in the wheelchair division. They would turn that court into an interstate pileup, and you would think this would, holy shit, I've said that 3 times already. Socrates ain't got shit on me. And you would presumably speculate this would be the straw that broke the camel's cervix, and Yuji would have some kind of epic rage-out moment, but all it does is make him more depressed. And I can't blame him. This is how they opened the episode. That shot was just not necessary. And just to add a dying neutron star to the wound, Mahito even hits him with his signature move. With his mental state shot, and losing the will to continue fighting, there's only one person left who can hype him back up.
Throughout heaven and earth, we alone are the special.
He ain't lying.
Nigga, get your ass up.
I don't wanna.
Brother, you knew them for like 2 months. If you don't want to feature any more of them on Triple X, I suggest you lock in.
I can't.
Answer me this, brother. If you don't want to wipe those tears and come whoop that ass, who will I act gay with in ways that should give me 20 to life? Who's gonna take one for the team when we're at the club? Who's gonna go with me to Taiwan when shit gets freaky? Who will I share Insta Reels with and pretend to lie?
Time's up!
Tell me, what kind of woman is your type?
Nuggets. I like giving them legs and watching them try to run away without thumbs. You were right, brother. He needs to bleed.
Now, shall we get cooking?
You already know. We cut to a brief intermission of Miwa saying her goodbyes to Mekamaru. It's sad as hell for sure, but I also can't help but laugh my ass off at the fact even he couldn't hold back from telling her they should have stayed on the bench. It's not that you're useless. You're worse than useless. Like, holy shit, you suck. Don't die on me! We still have another year! If so, shouldn't we use protection? You mean like Surfshark VPN? Would have been a real good segue, huh? You can't be this desperate. Look, I lost a bet on the Epstein list. They just haven't found me yet. Who's they? Oh no, we're breaking. Oh god, it's terrible. Oh no, they got him. Oh, not again. Oh no, it's everywhere. Anyways, back to the tag team. Toto acts as a boost pad for Ichidori, launching him straight into the ground. Imagine if Yuji didn't have the durability of a Rupert's drop and just died on impact. His innards spread all across the subway. I'd simply thug it out. I'm not lying when I say throughout this squabble, they did not miss 1 square inch of this subway. The Ninja Turtle's about to file a noise complaint. Mahito attempts to run a train on the both of them, transfiguring more humans in the process. I just want y'all to know they're still alive when he does this. They catch back up with Mahito and Yuji pitches their combined brain cell to home, leading to Toto having an entire psychedelic episode going for the Black Flash.
Nigga Flash!
I didn't write that.
Improvise!
The battle resets at the surface and Patchy the Pirate pulls out this beefy homunculus to take care of Toto. Almost made him upchuck my homeboy's taste in music. Had me listening to some trash-ass Nordic symphonies. Had me thinking we was gonna go look for the nest. Taking the ox isn't enough. We need to take his life.
Yo, this shit is actually trash. It's trash. I'm playing, bro. It's actually ass.
It turns out that while very girthy and imposing, they usually tap out about 3 minutes in, depending on the weather. Yuji drop kicks him from the 8th story, but Mahito chucks him straight into the wasteland, aka the Yuji development crater. He couldn't manage to separate him from Toto, and this is how you know he just doesn't care anymore. He is about to attempt a 0.2 second domain expansion just because he saw Gojo pull it off, knowing damn well that if he messes this up, Sukuna could easily fuck him up from the inside out. He pulls right up to Sukuna, making sure the range is cold, but Sukuna doesn't say a goddamn word. I'm crying, dog. He could not be giving him any less attention. It deadass looks like he's going over his shopping list while he's talking.
Beef. Eggs. Teriyaki sauce.
Mahito manages to land a crit on Toto, but thankfully he focused all his cursed energy into his gut. Only issue being Mahito gave him Franken herpes on his stroking hand and Toto had to chop it off. How will he switch? What's he gonna use to clap now? His ass. Laugh. No, instead his necklace drops to the ground and proves to the world that the jumping in JJK is so proficient that you can even get jumped by people who aren't even in the fucking server.
Down low.
Too slow.
I put my hands on the hibachi hot plate.
Toto's down for the count and Mahito transforms into his final state, basically turning him into the armored titan with these elbow blades. I can't even front, I'd 100% be using these to dig in my ass. Yuji gets face palmed into the ground and I gotta say this is the dopest he's looked so far. The face scar, the spiked hair, even the torn cheek. All this in the span of a single night. This kid has been put through the ringer, and if he wants to finally lay Cabbage Patch McGee to rest, he needs to hit the sauciest Black Flash we've ever done seen.
You've done well, brother. Bravo.
No, I ain't done yet. Just give me a second. Oh no, bro.
With all that gay shit you was talking, yo gag reflex need to do some laps. This ain't a gag no more. I want you. My little pillow princess. Looking all cute and shit. You already on your knees, come on now. Daddy's getting angry. I wanted to reject you, but things have changed. I'ma do you nasty. If you're ever reborn, I mean that ass. You change your name. I mean that ass. You change your social. I mean that ass. You change your Xbox gamer tag. Are you taking notes? This'll be on the test. I don't care how much crust there is, or how much it stinks. I'ma still eat it. Over and over again. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring your fat ass back here.
Chase you down in the middle of the motherfucking snow. You're running. Big, tall, muscular, evil ass motherfucker running at.
Hey, nigga. You got a nice little ass, nigga. Give me your ass, nigga. Nigga, you see me looking at you, nigga. Give me your ass.
Need a hand. Meanwhile, in Malaysia, Mei's just kicking it at some hotel. Bit of a weird time for some cleavage, but you know I ain't complaining. She hella curvy and a bag chaser. I see no issue. And then they flip the camera.
Police! Help!
Yeah, I'd be in favor of a third bomb. That boy is 12 years old and her little brother at that. First of all, incest is our thing. We'll leave the normalized pedophilia to y'all. Why are these mangakas so goddamn weird, dog? There was one author that had so much Club Penguin that they thought he was a plug. And the best part about this whole scene is that it has absolutely no reason to exist. I've read the manga and this legitimately goes nowhere. But I'ma keep it tall with y'all. The only thing worse than this scene is the fandom watching it. They was for real power scaling groomers. This fandom is the ultimate culmination of human sin. I wouldn't say it's quite My Hero levels of degeneracy, but boy howdy are we teetering that line. Talking about going groom for groom, the penitentiary ain't enough. I want y'all drug into the depths of the underworld before my very eyes, Gege included. Yuji tries stepping to Kenjaku, but that just ain't happening. I don't know what exactly Mahito is going for here, but Kenjaku goes ahead and just adds him to his inventory. Look at this shit. 2 hands, arched back. I know a real eater when I see one. Kenjaku may be in control, but there is not one person in this universe that's explored that body more than Gojo. The Kyoto students pull up like the Z fighters ready to ensure Kenjaku's victory. He is not Mojo Jojo. He is unjumpable. Kind of funny how Mojo was evil for being discriminated while Geto discriminated because he was evil.
Filthy monkey who can't even use jujutsu.
What is that stuff you're spraying everywhere?
Disinfecting deodorant. I don't want everyone to breathe in the monkey smell.
All that talk just to get folded by a sorcerer whose technique is basically monkey see, monkey do. Oh, and Choso and Yuji are brothers. Like for real. Kenjaku was getting busy. I don't blame Ichidori's dad for 1 second. Even Aizen wasn't getting fucking cream pie just for the main character to be born. The dedication is admirable. The brain must have been crazy.
I'm in the K-hole. Licking balloon knot.
I'm tongue-tied. Choso tried his best. This was a cool fight. I don't know how the hell he hit this move. I know I'm less flexible than the average schedule at MAPPA, but that's some
Vitruvian man flexibility,
if I've ever seen it. Choso was putting in that work, and as for the other students, Shawty, go home. It got so embarrassing that even Yuki had to pull up a now grand total of 3 appearances in the entire show. In JJK, there's only 4 special grade sorcerers, and guess who's one of them? Is that what y'all call a big ass? Now don't get me wrong, I'm not saying she's flatter than Travis Scott without autotune.
This ain't no rated motherfucking PG shit. This shit rated porn.
Or the people on the Astroworld pavement. But with how often this question is brought up and this being such a pivotal moment in the series, I was expecting her to have that full pickup extended bed. I'm talking she gets a standing ovation every time she walks. I'm talking she's gotta hit a double jump to put them jeans on. Maybe I'm just greedy. Gege is going to hell. She's also the one who put the Jim Crow laws in Geto's head, but in the case of Kenjaku, he's just an agent of chaos. And with both curse manipulation and ideal transfiguration under his belt, I think he's got a shot. Kenjaku gets away, and I don't know why, but Yuki looking at us the same way Stephen Hawking must have been watching them midgets solve for X. Yuta finally makes his anime debut coming back from his African mission trip, and I just love to imagine how that phone call went down. Hey guys, how'd the Shibuya mission go? Well, let's see. Gojo's in a Master Ball. Nanami blasted off. Nobara, whom you've never met, got poison damage. Inumaki's chatterbox ass became an Ampharos. Anyo's side piece got hit with that flamethrower. She looked like the alien they found in Mexico.
What? What are they selling?
Face ass. It was super effective. Also, the new kid dropped a Draco meteor on the city, killed hella people. Well, I'm sure there's a rational explanation here. Which in turn took out the only Auntie Anne's a conceivable distance from the human species. That motherfucker is doomed. Peep the second channel.
Okay, we just gotta cut that off.
Oh, I was edging the shit, but I once touched myself watching Charlotte's Web.
What the fuck? What? I'm falling. Okay.
To who? Charlotte?
Yuki. I guide the chrome like a missile. Ops' student body. One flash and it fade to black. Early dismissal.